Good morning, everyone. This is Colette Marie tuning in for Yoga Flow this morning. So for whatever reason, we couldn't log on to Zoom and do a live session, but I figured now is a good time to do a recorded session. However, in the meantime, if you happen to see my dog roaming around, it is only because he likes to be a part of practice. So let us get started, and we're going to actually get started in mountain pose. Okay, so we're going to come to a standing position. This entire time we'll get a nice side peripheral view, and let us ground through the feet. We'll begin here. This will be somewhat of an abbreviated practice. I would say about 45 minutes. At least that'll help kind of get the blood flow going and change gears in the mind. So we'll take a nice deep breath in through the nose here. On the exhale, empty out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, empty out. Take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. At this point, let us seal the lips and only inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Continue to ground through the feet. Allow the shoulders to drop down, pull the navel in a bit, tone the back and the front of the body. And you can focus your eyes on a fixed point. And take an inhale through the nose, reaching the arms all the way up. Look up as well, changing your view. On the exhale, forward fold. So as we fold, we'll have the knees softened. We'll allow the head to hang. We'll take an inhale, half lifting. On the exhale, plant hands, step back, high to low plank. And inhale, lift the heart, shoulders back, chest forward. On the exhale, downward facing dog. We'll allow the head to hang. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. And we'll have the palms flat. You might lift your head and just take a peek at your hands. Spread the fingers apart. Press the center of the hands down firmly towards the mat like suction cups. Similarly, take a peek at your feet and just notice where the toes are pointing. Have them to point forward and allow the heels to melt down towards the mat. If they don't touch, that's fine. Have a soft bend in the knees to assist, taking stress off the hamstrings. Spiral the knees forward and outward, and tilt the tailbone upward toward the ceiling as you start to lengthen through the back and perhaps even the shoulders as the muscles wrap in, allowing the head to dangle, chin toward the chest. Take another deep breath in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, let's lift the heels, look forward, inhaling, walking the feet toward the hands and half lifting once you're there. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up, looking up toward the palms, toward the ceiling. On the exhale, come back down to forward fold, nice and slow. Inhale, half lifting, shoulders spin back, navel in, long spine. On your exhale, high to low plank, stepping back, adjusting feet and hands, smooth lowering down. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, and downward facing dog. So for our abbreviated practice this morning, we're going to do 3 sun salutation A, and we'll do 3 sun salutation B. And we'll continue this practice by incorporating a few warrior poses, some side angle stretch postures, and an inversion practice of some sort, perhaps a little back bending, a couple hip openers, and then finally we'll close with seated meditation as opposed to Shavasana. On your next inhale, take a look forward, walk toward the hands, half lifting, breathing in. On your exhale, fold. Inhale, hands reach all the way up. This is our last set of Sun Salutation A. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lifting, long spine. On your exhale, plant hand, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. If you want, you can take an inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just to release any tension or any type of, holding that you might be experiencing in the body and the breath. But then come back to sealed lips. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Let the head hang. Take one more breath in and out here. When you're ready, lift those heels, look forward, walk toward your hands, all while inhaling here. Exhaling and fold. Let's sweep the arms all the way up towards sky. Palms will touch, looking up toward those touched hands. And then exhale, arms at the side of the body. At this point, you might want to grab a quick water or whatever, but then come back to your mountain pose, to your standing position. And we'll continue on with our Sun Salutation B. All right, let me adjust myself, center of the mat. Here we go. So, grounding through the feet once more. Bending those knees, tuck the tailbone, arms at an angle. This is our chair pose here. Breathing in, exhale and fold. Inhale, half lifting. On your exhale, making your way high to low plank. And inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take that right foot, step it forward, ground the left heel, inhaling to warrior one pose. Palms touch, look up overhead. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot, step forward, right heel spins down. Hands reach up, look up, palms touch, breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. This is the rest point. At this stage, the heart will increase in its beating. Your body is starting to warm up even more. So the breath is going to change a little. And this is the perfect opportunity to focus on regulating the breath. So as the BPMs increase, the breath will want to increase to keep up with that. But allow the breath to be regulated through longer inhalations, maybe a slight hold of the breath, and a slower exhalation. On your next breath in, look forward, lift the heels, walk to the hands. Half lifting, exhale, folding. Back to chair pose, Utkatasana. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Right foot steps forward. Spin left heel down, hands rise, palms touch. Look up, warrior one, breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps through. Warrior one. Reach the arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands down, high to low plank. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breathe in and out. Regulate the breath. Lengthen the spine. One more breath in and out. Look forward. Walk the feet to the hands. Half lift. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Last set. Sun Salutation B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Take that right foot, step forward. Virabhadrasana A, warrior one, breathe in, palms up, touch, inhale, exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, like it kicks in, right? The breath is like really going. Inhale, warrior one on the left. Right heel spins down, palms up, look up. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in and out. Long spine. Again, take a peek at your hands, grounding them. Take a peek at your toes and feet, aligning them. Take one more deep breath in and out here. Let's look forward. Inhale, walk, half lift, breathing in. Exhale, fold. Let's finish what we started. Back to chair pose on the inhale. And then on the exhale, rise to stand, arms at the side of the body. Mountain pose, Tadasana pose. So at this stage, again, if you want to grab a water or towel yourselves down, feel free. We'll come back to the top of the mat. So we'll get started back in your mountain pose on your next inhale and exhale, grounding through the feet. Come back to breath. Just inhale, draw the arms up overhead. Palms touch. On the exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale, take your half lift. And exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take the right foot, step it forward, spin the left heel down, and let's focus on our warrior one posture. So on your next inhale, the arms will reach up. Now, as far as arm placement goes, you can do a number of things, and sometimes I'll take a wider space with the arms. I might even consider bringing the hands together over the heart, or I'll have the palms together overhead looking up. So how you choose to have your arms placed is completely an individual experience. So choose what works for you, what feels good. The only things to really be more mindful of, rather, would be knee placement over the ankle, where the torso might be in space. There's going to be a lot of low back bending here at some level. So just check in with that. If you're okay with that arching of the spine, great. If you're not, I would actually recommend leaning forward, pulling the navel in so you have a longer spine here, at which point you can then draw the arms to a more angled place like chair arms. Right, so you have this long, beautiful line from the fingertips all the way down the neck, spine, and into the back of the leg and into the heel of the left foot. And we'll take one more breath in and out here. Take another inhale. Coming up, exhale, palms down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take that left foot, bring it forward, spin the right heel down. And you might even consider taking a wider base of support with the left foot and the right foot, depending on how the hips might feel. Right, so on the next inhale, then we'll lift the body up. And then you can decide, where do you want your arms to be this time? Sometimes I'll go for symmetry, keep the arms where they were before, but depending on where I'm at in my spine, I'm gonna take the angled approach again on this other side, because my low back is feeling a little bit tight. It's loosening up, but today I just wanna be more mindful of it, honor where it's at, take a different approach to the spine and the posture. Right, walking out the right heel, rather the knee, so the heel is planted firmly on the mat. Take another deep breath in and out here. Stay with the pose. One more breath in. On the exhale, palms down, high to low plank. And inhale, up dog, exhale. Downward dog. So on the next inhale and exhale, we're gonna walk our feet forward and into our half lift and into our forward fold. So this is the inhale. And exhale, fold. Let's inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, looking up toward the palms as they touch. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And high to low plank on your next exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. So we're gonna make our way into a warrior two posture, Virabhadrasana B. But first, we need to segue into it. So we're gonna work with our warrior one and then into warrior two. So on that note, on the next inhale, let's take warrior one on the right. Now my back is gonna face the camera, which is okay. But no, I'm gonna still be talking you through it. So on your next inhale, the palms will reach up, but then you'll open up for warrior two here as you exhale. All right, now typically I would want to face the camera, but then I'll be changing my body around a bunch of times. So I figured I'll just stick with where I'm at, right? Stitch the shoulder blades together. We're gonna flip that right palm. On the inhale, take your extended warrior pose here, or reverse warrior rather. On your next exhale, extended side angle stretch where the right forearm will rest on the right leg, and then you'll extend through that left arm here. You can also wrap that left arm around the low spine for a slight bind. That's up to you. All right, gazing toward the ceiling. We'll take one more breath here, plug that right shoulder in. If the arm is bound, unbind it. Come back to our reverse warrior on the inhale. And then extended side angle stretch. We'll go right into our high to low plank. So stepping back, plant the hands lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take that right foot, step it through. Warrior one, because remember, we're segueing into our warrior two. So now I'm here facing the camera, yay. Right, stitch the shoulder blades together. Right, we're gonna turn that left palm up and inhale, take our reverse warrior pose. On the exhale, extended side angle stretch. So this is where the arm is really at an angle like before, so you have this beautiful long line between the fingertips down to the edge of the right foot. Meanwhile, keeping that knee right over the ankle at 90 degrees. Take another breath in and out here. You can wrap the arm for a partial bind if you'd like. Spiraling the shoulder to the ceiling, looking up toward the ceiling. The arm is bound, unbind it. Come back to reverse warrior on your inhale. And this will segue into your high to low plank. On the exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Whew, downward dog. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a rest. Bring those knees down. Go wide with those knees. Sit back toward the heels of the feet. Stretch out your arms. Breathe. Child's pose. We'll take one more breath in and out for child's pose. And then we're going to go ahead and take a kneeling posture on the next inhale and exhale. Whew. So this is the portion of practice where we start to make our way into inversions. I'm going to focus my efforts on a headstand. So some of you have the option of working on, say, a shoulder stand and plow pose, or fish, wheel, some other posture that is suitable for you. If you're one to practice headstand posture, then this is where we'll start to work into it. Typically, we have two options. We have the option of doing supported headstand, which is where the forearms are on the ground. As you can see, I'm putting my hair up in an interesting little ball fashion here because I'm going to use my hair as my pillow, right? So if it looks a little odd, just know that it's for a reason. So I'm going to use my hair as my pillow because when I do a tripod headstand, sometimes the top of my head is a bit, you know, the bone, it's a bone. Okay, so it's on the hard floor. So you could use a folded blanket or some sort of a pillow from your sofa or whatever. And then let's go ahead and get to it. So I'm gonna tuck my chin, place my, my hair on the mat, where it is, my pillow. All right, my hair is my prop this morning. All right, so now I'm gonna get my hands in place. palms down, near the knee line, essentially. Shoulders back. I'm gonna pull the navel in, create like a little cat back. And I'm gonna go ahead and lift my seat, tiptoe forward with my toes. I'm gonna plant a knee up on my right arm and the left knee on the other arm. I'm gonna pause here for a moment, take a deep breath in and out. And I'm gonna make my way up slowly with the left foot going first and the right foot would follow. And here I am. Tripod headstand. Breathe here, 5 breaths, team. Point the toes, flex the feet. Toe in the belly. One more inhale and exhale. When you're ready, you can draw one foot down, then the other will follow. Touch down slowly. Try not to fall out of the pose. Try to make your way into a smooth descent. And draw the knees down. And now is an excellent time to take child's pose. Take one more inhale and exhale here. When you're ready, come back up to your kneeling position. So it's always good to throw in at least one inversion, either at the beginning or at the end, sometimes at the beginning and the end. So in practice for me, I tend to do that method at the beginning and the end, but most consistently, I do one towards the end of practice. So from this position here, we're gonna make our way to a seated straight leg forward fold prep. We're gonna flex the feet, ground through the sit bones. We're gonna take the arms to reach up toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, reach towards your feet. If you notice, I'm not really folding downward per se. I'm keeping more of a lengthier spine. And that's just to assist in getting more out of the pose itself. And in some cases, I don't even touch the toes. I might tuck the hands under the knees, or I might have the hands on my legs, or I might even use my resistance band around my feet to help pull me forward. So this is where I would like to settle for today. I'm going to take a deep breath in and out here to continue grounding through the sit bones. Now let the shoulders relax. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths and just notice the feet. It's hard, right, to keep feet flexed because the hamstrings are tight, typically for a lot of us, right? So we have to kind of fight to keep the feet flexed. Hence, having the hands over the toes, kind of helping them go back is a thing. Or our peace fingers around the big toes is a thing. And that's why, you know, a strap around the feet. Sometimes some people put a block in front of the soles of the feet and hold onto the block because that helps keep the feet flat. So these are methods in which to work with the feet. Let's take another deep breath in and out exactly where we are. Then on your inhale, you can let the hands drag across the floor until you come to an upright place. At this point, let's go ahead and take head to knee pose A. We'll draw the right heel in. So we'll target the hips a bit and the hamstrings all at the same time. Okay? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Take an inhale, and sometimes I like to finger walk my hands forward as I inhale and exhale. Keep finger walking until I get to a point where I can't go any further, and then I might let the head hang, or I might continue with the lengthening aspect of my practice by not actually bowing forward and having this lean like I've been doing. So it's been a consistent theme for my practice today. So a lengthier spine, which will then kind of like signal the rest of the body to do something a little bit different, not forcing the body to do something different, but signaling it, thereby experiencing a little more stretch. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it is a thing to do that is effective. Right? We're only going to be here on this left leg, reaching out for one more breath in and out. And then I'm going to drag the hands across the mat again and come back up to an upright place. And let's switch out our legs. So let's let the right heel drag forward and drag the left heel in. Head to knee pose A, the Janu Sirsasana A. We'll take another inhale. As we exhale, lean forward. Now, because my left hip is fairly tighter, it's more tighter than the right side. And because of that, I'm only able to lean forward so much. So I have to work with the left hip deciding at its own time to release so that I can get a bit more out of the right hamstring. But I'm not going to force the issue. I'm going to just be exactly where I'm at. So I have no shame in my game here for my practice. As I keep my right foot flexed and lengthen through the spine here. Now I get a little more out of it because I've been here now for a few breaths. And so the release happens fairly quickly. It's not something that takes for forever. But we just have to be patient with the process and just allow the body to do what it needs to do. Right? Take another deep breath in and out here. Relaxing through the shoulders, relaxing jaw. Right? On your next breath in, go ahead and drag the hands and fingers across the floor and undo that left leg. And at this point, you can point and flex the toes. Maybe move the feet left and right, inward and outward, all while breathing in and out. All right, so I'm going to slide the bottoms of the feet together for bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. And then you can take the peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes. Now, I'm not going to get very far in this posture. This is a groin stretch, but it's also a hip opener. So my hips are tight. I don't force these stretches. So if that means I stay seated upright, then that's what I'm going to do. Some people have the flexibility, range of motion to fold all the way down. And if that's you, awesome, go for it. Bring your head down to meet your toes. If you are like me and you need to be more upright, well then I use the elbows to help press the inner portions of the thigh down. So I actually take my thumbs, place them inside of the pocket of the arches of the feet because there's a space here that I've created. I hold on to the edges of the feet or the tops of the feet. Then I use the elbows and press them into the upper thigh and down. So now I'm getting this like significant stretch here. I can't fold forward though, so it's limiting me from folding forward. There's only a slight baby lean here, which is fine because I'm getting what I need to get, right? That's the important thing. So as I'm here in my modified position, I'm going to take a few more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. So I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. This is like my first time doing a full 45-minute flow. And so hopefully it works out for you. For some of you that we didn't get a chance to meet because Zoom was being a bit glitchy. So my apologies for that. But let's conclude by taking one more deep breath in and out in our Baddha Konasana bound angle pose. And let's release the hands from the feet. Let's bring the knees together. That might feel pretty good right about now. Just to add an abdominal activity for good measure, let's take up boat pose. So we're gonna start to lean back toward the tailbone a little bit and then lift the legs and draw the arms forward and lift the chest at the same time. And breathe in and out. You might even shift your gaze to a more angled position, right, with the eyes. Might get a little shaky shake. It's totally fine. Take another deep breath in and out. All right, one more inhale and exhale. Let's take a cross-leg seated position. Right ankle over left ankle. Take an inhale, exhale, and fold down. So I like to do this as a like a counter stretch, counter measure. That's why I was fishing for the word. It's a complement, so it's a counter pose. It's the opposite. It helps to relieve tension in the hip flexors after that posture. Take one more breath in and out here. And let's bring the body back to an upright place, and let's come back to our boat pose, Navasana. Lifting the legs so that they're in line with the knees, like the ankles in line with the knees. Right, and arms forward. And breathe, chest is rising, gaze is lifted. Relax your face and jaw. Right, sometimes I have to like you're looking at your tongue, like someone's looking at, doctor's looking at your tonsils, right? Because sometimes there's tightness in the jaw and we tighten up, we clench. So that's why I always mention relax your jaw, your face, your throat. One more breath in and out. I know this is a challenge for me, boat pose, especially on the hip flexors. Cross the left ankle rather, over the right ankle. Sit tall, take a breath in, exhale. Fold on down. In keeping with the theme of my lengthy back, I'm gonna stay at an angle here, leaning forward, relax the shoulders, but I still get a significant stretch in the left hip flexors, which is important. Let's all take one more deep breath in and out here. On your next inhale, bring the torso to an upright place. Let's go ahead and stretch out those legs one more time. Point and flex the toes. All right, maybe turn the toes out, turn the toes in. All right, so we're gonna take a seated half spinal twist. We're gonna keep the left leg long, but we're gonna bend the right knee. We're gonna step the right foot outside of the left knee. So this is my modification. Some people have the heel of the foot near the side of the body. Something to this effect here, which is great. So if you prefer to do it this way, by all means do it this way. You might even hold on to the leg a different way. Because my right hip flexors are very agreeable, I can pretty much hug my knee into my chest very closely. So turning to this side is very easy-ish. You know, there's parts of my body that are suitable for this pose, whereas the other side, not so much. So I have to do things a little bit differently on the left. But your hand is back behind you, the right hand, and you're looking back toward the right shoulder. You're not trying to force the head to look over the shoulder, because I don't think the neck is really gonna go that far. So, you know, go to the level, like at an angle. So my shoulder is pointing to the wall behind me. My gaze is actually ahead of my shoulder. So that's where I'm looking. Easier on the neck. All right, we'll take another deep breath in and out here. And so now I'm going to inhale and come forward, and I'm gonna undo all this stuff here and try it again on the other side. I'm gonna actually spin around and rotate so you can see the situation here on this other side more clearly. So I'm gonna stretch out the right leg, pull the left heel in, step the left foot outside of the right leg. I'm gonna go ahead and draw that heel in, and then situate the heel well enough so I feel grounded. But again, see, now I can't really hug the knee in as closely or as comfortably as I could on the other side. So my modification here is just holding the knee. I might even sweep the arm underneath and keep the knee in, which then allows me to get more traction and torque out of my spine. So the left hand will be planted behind me. Lost my hearing here on the right, there we go. And then I'm gonna look towards the, toward my left shoulder at an angle like we discussed before. Deep breaths to a point, right? Because you're turning the body. So you're a bit limited on your ability to take deep breaths in. So it's a short inhale, but long exhale. One more breath in and out. On your inhale, slowly turn forward. Undo all the legs and arms. Right, maybe a little shaky shake with the arm, with the legs, moving the feet around, kind of do a little, sometimes I do a little smack, a little cupping action. All right, so now we got our twist, we got our warriors, we didn't do any standing balancing postures. We'll get those in next time. Again, this is just sort of a quick run through just to see how this video thing works out. So I don't really know how it will work out, but hopefully it's okay. So let's sit. Here we are. This is my sitting posture, or all sorts of sitting postures you could take. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my finger and thumb together for Nanda Mudra. Close the eyes here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slowly exhale through the nose. Inhale again. And exhale. This time we'll bring the palms together over the heart center to close our practice. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful in lieu of this morning's class. Thank you all, and I will see you Monday evening. Hopefully, I will have figured out this glitch because that's sad. All right, be well, have a great Sunday, and I will see you soon. Namaste. Thank you.